welcome everybody back to another interview with Fight Underground. Today, I'm with a Pittsburgh legend, one of the most toughest, brutal, scariest guys that I've ever been in the ring with. I'd like to introduce you, if you don't already know, to Shirley Doe.
Morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Hello.
So, Shirley, I'd like to thank you for your time. Definitely, I know that you are a busy man, but I wanted you to introduce yourself to the Fight Underground fans who may not already know you. So, with that being said, tell us a little about yourself. How did you get into wrestling? You've been around Pittsburgh wrestling for decades.
So, yeah, I've been wrestling, let me think, 25 years, 24 years. July 7th, 1995, I think, or July 7th, 1997 is my first match. So, yeah, it's been a while. I don't know. But, yeah, I've been all over. I guess I had the last Fight Society title. Who knows what's going to happen when this whole thing starts up again. But I've been all over the place, and I'm just excited to get back to a normal world where I can start hitting people and not stuck in the house.
Well, I think we all want to get back to the normal, but you hitting people, don't hit me.
Yeah.
Long story short, tell us a little bit about your persona, Shirley Doe. Where did that come about?
It's pretty much me. When I was younger, I used to pretend that I was a wrestler in grade school, right? Because I used to get abused all the time and bullied all the time. And I thought if I could be this perfect ideal of being a wrestler, somebody that wasn't afraid of anybody, who would that be? And that kind of started this like second personality that's in my head. And pretty much every bad idea or every evil idea I had, that's kind of what I worked into who I am. And I haven't changed since then. But yeah, it's pretty much me. It's the me that I wish I could be all the time, and I'm forced to not be. And when I have the opportunity to fight, I let it out, and that's it's a demon. That's the Finn Balor demon stuff is kind of silly. This is a legitimate demon that's inside of me, and I love it.
Well, you've been up and down this area for quite a while. Tell us a little bit about your experiences from when you started out to where you're at now. How have things changed for you?
When I started, I was the smallest guy in Steel City. When I started, I was the smallest guy in the company. And now I'm like it's funny, I'm now like a bigger guy. Because wrestling's changed. So there's a lot of smaller guys. There's a lot more, especially the style. When I was originally a lucha libre guy before the whatever, I don't know what style I am now, hardcore or brawling, whatever the hell you want to call it. And there wasn't a lot of Japanese or Mexican influence in Pittsburgh, and I think that's something that I really tried to bring in. I've been all over though, like almost everywhere in town. It's like an alphabet soup of places: PWX, PWL, IWC. I'm sure I'll upset somebody by forgetting a name. Rise, obviously, that's mostly been there, and Fight Society been my base the last couple of years. But I think the major difference is that, man, it's hard to put into words. It feels like stuff meant a lot more to a lot more people. It still means so much to me, and I know the right people it means something to. But I think a lot of these people like never had to fight to get into a ring, even, right? No, I don't want to be one of those old guys that say everything was kind of handed to somebody. But, we used to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours just to get in a ring. We'd get in rings in buildings that had no heat. So, and like my first trainer, he didn't even have a ring after a while. So I used to just practice in his garage and on concrete. And I think that feeling of like wanting to wrestle somewhere and wanting to fight somewhere and struggling to find a place, like I think that's what attracted me to what Fight Society became, where it was like it was an honor to just even get a chance to be in the numbers of people and to move up in the ranks. And I think that that's something that wrestling really needs.
Any new faces that you're looking at that already went underground that potentially you might be looking to maybe target?
Not yet. I'm just kind of looking and seeing who's out there. Really, it doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, I'm going to fight everybody as hard as I can, and I'm going to hit people as hard as I can, and I'm going to hurt people. And it really doesn't matter who's on the other side. There's people I appreciate a little more being on the other side of the ring. I think Troy Lords and I obviously have a lot of unfinished business, especially after the final show. And I always enjoy headbutting him as hard as I can.
That sounds painful. What are your goals in Fight Underground? You held a lot of different titles across the region. Are you looking to become the top dog there? Are you looking to maybe continue your Hellfire Club and maybe recruit new people? What are your goals?
I think I haven't decided yet. I think the thing to me is I really just I enjoyed my last year of wrestling. My goal of the last year of wrestling was, can I keep at a high level against all these people, right? Can I fight like Lee Moriarty and not blow up and not be not embarrass myself? And can I fight somebody like Beastman or Troy Lords, or there's so many different people, you know, and still have high level matches and still feel that I'm not half-assing it. And I don't feel that way. I dropped about over 70 pounds in the last year to try to stay even more competitive. And I think that's something I'm still working on. Like, even though I'm, you know, we're stuck inside here, I'm not neglecting my diet. I'm not neglecting training. And, you know, so I think that's my biggest goal. Like, the ability to keep fighting at 47 years old and still have tough matches and to still get banged up and still come back and fight people that are starting to get to be, I don't want to get to the point where they're third my age, but more than half my age, that I, you know, they've said to me, you know, you've been wrestling longer than I've been alive. And I'm like, cool, I can still kick your ass. So that's a good feeling. I think that's what I'm looking forward to more than anything, that ability to continually prove myself and outdo my expectations. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit, but I do so enjoy throwing punches at people. So it's a good feeling.
It feels good when you punch somebody in the face.
It really does.
So one question I've been asking a lot of people, why did you go underground?
Feels like the right place to be for who I am. And it's in the same way that where we're coming from. Quinn said to me, whenever he told me about the concept and getting into it, he's like, this is you. This is who you are. You are like the prototype of this style. And that's great. I want to find somebody that is the next me, right? There's somebody that can beat me and somebody that has the heart and has the determination and has the fight and has the willingness to do anything. And I haven't found that person yet. I think that person could be out there. And I think there's people that get really close to it, but I want to find that person and I want to fight them. And I think this is the place to find them.
Do you have any closing comments for the Fight Underground roster or anybody in particular?
I think it's just more for the fans. I think this is a good time for everybody to recharge and to maybe find some things out about themselves, hopefully things that they like, and to mentally prepare themselves for the world that is to come, the next stage of our society, whatever that is. I don't believe in the people always talk about a new normal or finding a new normal and when are things going to stop changing? Things are never going to stop changing. And I think that wrestling in the same way has to be the same way. I think wrestling has to continue to evolve and change and become different and become new and embrace new people, new things, new concepts. And I'm really excited for whatever Fight Underground is. And like I said, I want to find that person, whoever it is. I want to challenge myself continually to keep proving myself, and I want to keep evolving, because once you start learning things, it's like a shark. When sharks stop swimming and fall asleep, they die. I'm a shark. I don't want to fall asleep. I don't want to stop changing. I don't want to stop evolving. I want to still be that perfect predator.
Well, listen, I want to thank you for your time. It was always an honor to be able to shoot the breeze with you. Looking forward to seeing you back in the ring, hopefully pretty soon.
All right. Talk to you soon. Thanks.
Thanks.